He is with SEMO, Suicide Prevention. Amber Berry is joining me now to talk about the Doggy Fashion Show coming up in just a couple of weeks. So exciting. It's so much fun. Good morning, Amber.
Good morning, Fawn.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to talk about the Doggy Show.
I know. You know, the first year we did it, we didn't have as many dogs. The second year we had a lot more dogs. So this year, how are we looking? We're going to have more and more?
I think so. I think we just keep trying to grow it every year.
Yeah, I was going to bring mine, but she's in her terrible twos, and she'd bark the entire time, so we can't have that. Plus, she's a German Shepherd, so God knows what would happen. But tell people what you do at this doggy show. I just MC and talk about how cute the dogs are, but it's so much fun. Tell people what you do.
Yeah, so basically it's a beauty pageant only for your dogs. They have different categories: swimwear, owner dog dress alike, formal wear, sleepwear, and the crowd favorite.
Yeah.
So each category walks down the runway as Fawn kind of MCs it and talks about them. And each dog, it's $10 per entry per category.
Yeah, and then they win like little doggy trophies.
They do, and this event is sponsored by Canine Condos and Mississippi Mutts, so they get little doggy treats from them and a little dog trophy.
That's so cool. Maybe I will enter mine. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how she's acting on that day. She's Miss Lungy right now. But it's so cute the way some of these dogs, you know, they're not happy about wearing this costume, but they do it because they love their parent.
Yeah, it's so cute, especially the owner dog look-alike.
That one always cracks me up because some people go all out. You know,
yeah, they actually do look alike.
They really do, and it's kind of creepy how that happens. You know, they say that if you're together long enough, you do start to resemble your pet. But I don't know. It should be interesting. But your dog has to be leashed. What are the rules?
Yeah, they have to be leashed. We do have a back door where they can go out and potty, but if they do make a mess, you have to clean it up. And just basically your dog has to be tamed, no arguing with other dogs and that sort of thing, because it is indoor at the Cape Girardeau VFW.
Okay. And is there a certain age limit for the dog?
There's no age limit. They do separate some of the categories into big and small dogs. And they will categorize you when you register, which the registration opens at 1, so you want to get there in time to register your dog. And then the show starts promptly at 2 o'clock.
And it's totally a pageant. I mean, there are judges and everything.
Yeah, we find local, we call them local celebrities, and to try to judge, and they have a good time with it, too.
Yeah, it's fun. It's cute, and everybody thinks their dog should win. So it's just like a pageant where the ones who don't win think they got, oh, it's political. Oh, I got ripped off. It's the same thing. It's hilarious. But it's also a whole lot of fun, and I was so happy with the dogs who won overall. They were my pick, so apparently the judges know what they're looking at.
Exactly.
It's good stuff. All right. Well, I am getting a new puppy next week. Maybe I will enter her. She's a pure black German Shepherd. I'll have to look at it. All right.
Well, you don't have to have a dog to come and watch, so it's totally free to come and watch all the dogs.
Yeah, and see, that's where you're not making enough money. You should be charging at least $1 to get in. At least $1.
We will have a donation box set up, and those are suggested.
All right. Well, I suggest everybody drop something in there. All right. So the one thing I'm thinking of that kind of goes squirrely each year is the paper runway. If we just ran 2 lines of Christmas lights on the floor and they walked in the middle of them, that might be better. I'm just saying.
I will suggest that to the committee.
Yeah, because that paper always slips, and I'm always afraid. Like, if I'm walking down there with my dog, I will fall because I am a klutz, or I'll trip over the dog because I'll be so busy being proud. But these dog owners really believe that their dog is the most beautiful puppy in the world, and they should, because I think they all are.
Yeah.
I love my princesses so much. I don't know. Have you ever thought about doing this with cats?
We have not. That hasn't came up yet.
Can you imagine cats on a leash? It would be people dragging their cat down the runway. That's what that would be. That'd be hilarious. And then all the money goes to SEMO suicide prevention.
Yes, they sponsor the event and then give all the money back to SEMO Suicide Prevention, and then we put that back into our community for education and counseling hardships and support groups that we provide here in our area.
And it's so necessary. You know, I was reading about a 9-year-old who took her own life because of what was happening to her at school, and she just didn't tell her parents because she was afraid it would make it worse. And we've got to educate our kids that they've got to say something.
Yes.
Yeah,
for sure.
And if they've got something going on, they've got to talk. And you know my story, and my listeners know my story, so I won't repeat it. But suicide is something the people who are living can never understand or get over. You never really accept it. It's something that affects everybody profoundly forever. So we've got to find a way to combat it a little better.
I agree. Yep,
yeah.
We're trying to do our part.
You definitely are, and it's in the most fun way ever with a Doggy fashion show. What's the time and place for it?
It's going to be at the Cape Girardeau VFW, April 27th, this Sunday, or next Sunday,
Ooh,
sorry.
You scared me. I was like,
Sunday,
crap,
yeah,
not this Sunday.
The Sunday after Easter, so next Sunday, April 27th. The doors open at 1 for registration, and then the show starts at 2 o'clock.
And I will see you there. Amber, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Fawn. You have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye. Amber Berry Suicide, SEMO Suicide Prevention, and they are having a Doggy fashion show. Just go to their Facebook page, Southeast Missouri Suicide Prevention, to find out how to get yourself signed up and to get your puppy in this show. It's going to be fantastic. It always is. It's so, so cute.